Welcome back to Environmental Economics for the second lecture of the series. Last week we started on Easter Island to introduce Malthus, his theory, and the concept of carrying capacity. We discussed limits to growth, Solov, his critique, and planetary boundaries. We explored two such boundaries in more detail, namely we looked into climate change and biodiversity loss. Today we will talk more about a third planetary boundary, nitrogen pollution. Most of today will be dedicated to the environmental Kuznets curve and Jevons paradox. And we will make a start with climate economics. We will do so using the three required readings for today, Zhang et al. On a possible environmental Kuznets curve for nitrogen pollution, Alcott his literature review on Jevons paradox, and Stiglitz, Stern, and the High-Level Commission on carbon prices that we will use as a start for our discussion on climate economics. When talking about the environmental Kuznets curve, it makes some sense to start with its prequel, the Kuznets curve. The Kuznets curve, in short, proposed that inequality would follow an inverse U-shape path with respect to growing income per capita. Kuznets himself was rather modest about the value of this hypothesis, or at least cautious, when he remarked, "The paper is perhaps 5% empirical information and 95% speculation, some of it possibly tainted by wishful thinking." And indeed, for the first years following Kuznets' prediction, inequality dropped with income growth for high-income countries. Here we see a graph taken from Piketty's Capital in the 21st century, where we see that the share of the richest 1% is decreasing over time for the US, Britain, Canada, and Australia until the 1970s. And in 1971, the Nobel Committee awarded the prize in economics to Simon Kuznets for his empirically founded interpretation of economic growth, which has led to new and deepened insight into the economic and social structure and process of development. And indeed, Kuznets has made various contributions to the way that GDP is measured. Only the curve, named after him, started to crumble soon after he received the prize, as summarized by the following OECD video.